Hello, it's Don here from Operation Alpha with the next in my series of free tips. And today I am going to talk about a very popular subject, and that is goal setting. And this is something I've touched on before, and I've actually emailed my list about this subject today, and a friend of mine has just written a blog about it. And you know, we're kind of halfway through January already, would you believe? And I think it's an interesting time to talk about it because obviously January is famous for as well as New Year's resolutions, specifically people on a health and fitness kick after obviously the excesses of the festive season. And there's that kind of mad dash to shift the timber as ASAP in the gym, and best of intentions. And what, as we all know, what tends to happen is people can burn out fairly quickly and then really sort of go back to where they were without making any sort of prolonged, sustained progress. So, so again, how does this relate to goal setting? It's kind of, in a way, goal setting. I think it's the way that it's done. Traditionally speaking, is not very good. I think goals can set you up for feeling very, very under pressure, for feeling like you're not really enjoying the moment and the day to day, because basically you've kind of set yourself up with this belief that you're only going to be happy, you're only going to be feeling fulfilled when you reach this point in the future. It's almost like an abstract idea of a feeling of accomplishment that's in the future, and until you get there, it's all about sacrifice and toil and enduring stuff and denying yourself of things as well. And the problem with that is there's only so long you can live your life like that, really. And if you are able to keep it going longer, then you have to ask yourself as well, what is this really a good way to live, to be feeling like I'm self-flagellating and not really enjoying life? And I think the thing is it doesn't really need to be necessary. I think I've alluded to this before as well with your health and fitness goals. You can get yourself set up in a way that actually every day can feel good. The whole process of being healthy, being fit, and living a active lifestyle can actually feel good every day. You can take pleasure in it. So I think that's the first thing. Now, for me, I think a better way of setting goals, you do need to. It's a funny one. You do need to take a long-term approach, but I always bring it back to realistic habits and rituals. That's what it boils down to. I saw a really nice quote today, and it said something along the lines of, we can't make our future, but we can make habits, and our habits will make our future. If that makes sense, it makes a lot of sense to me. And that's basically, if you look at your goal and what it is that you want to achieve, then taking all the reverse kind of engineered steps back to what that actually means on a day-to-day basis is what it's all about, because that's what it boils down to, isn't it? What you do every day. And if what you're doing every day is something that's not sustainable and is making you, feel maybe not miserable, but very under pressure, and like, you're just working hard and there's not much joy in every day, then the chances of you succeeding are pretty slim. And also, do you really want to, achieve your goal that way when there is an alternative? So that's why, I think whatever your health and fitness goals are, if you take that longer term approach and then whittle it down into a series of everyday practical rituals that are going to take you there and that are realistic, that you can actually fit into your time scale. Sure, there's going to be some effort involved, but not that it's an incredible chore to fit it into your into your daily schedule. And then it's just committing to doing that every day as a ritual, and ideally doing the same things at the same time every day. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. It's just basically that's my take on goal setting, particularly health and fitness wise. It's you want to be realistic about your goals. You got to think about why you want to achieve them as well. That's very important. So you understand why it's important to you, what it means to you, and to remind yourself of when you're not feeling incredibly motivated. And then it's getting so practical with it that you whittle it down to what it looks like on a day-to-day basis, your daily rituals, and make them realistic and not overwhelming, and try to make it as fun as possible. Okay, so that'll do for today. Do keep the questions coming in. If you'd like to ask some questions on this subject, you can comment below or email me. Cheers.